We've been tracking for you this evening. Let's start with a CNBC TV18 exclusive. Digital fresh food and clean label FMCG brand Pluckk has raised 100 crore rupees in a Series A1 round, taking its total capital raise to $26 million. The round was led by existing investor Euro Gulf Investment, with a presence across 50 cities, integrations with quick commerce platforms, and a fast-growing portfolio of value-added products from meal kits to plant protein. Pluckk is now gearing up for its next big leap: an aggressive offline push, global expansion, and a sharp focus on profitability within the next 12 months. Joining me now is Pluck's co-founder and CEO, Pratik Gupta. Pratik, welcome to Start Up Street. 100 crore rupees in fresh capital. Pratik, how much closer does this take you to building a sustainable, profitable fresh food brand? You're targeting EBITDA positivity in 12 months. What are you doing differently to make unit economics work? And how do you plan to deploy this fresh capital as well?
Yeah, hi Shruti, thank you very much, and nice to speak to you again. I think this 100 crores is very, it's an important milestone for us. And we are looking at four key things. One is the most important R&D, where because our products we do not add any preservatives or any sugar or anything else. We have to engage more in R&D to get the product shelf life right, to make the product reach to more people. That is the number one, 30 to 40% goes there. And the other one is increasing the brand awareness. And then a very important pillar is to take the brand into distribution areas like, tier 2, into retail, into offline, into international markets. And then the very last, but probably the most important, is AI and tech, because we see a lot of use cases from demand to supply to price to trend spotting over there. So that's where we really end up investing this month.
Okay. All right. Pratik, you're entering offline retail for the first time. Why now, and what has changed? Also, you are looking at 1,000 stores in 12 months. What's the playbook to get to this aggressive target?
Yeah, so why now? Because we already built a strong brand on quick commerce, and we are already there on 6 quick commerce platforms. Amazon, Blinkit, Swiggy, Big Basket, Flipkart, and Zepto, and it's been a very focused journey for us so far. And at this point of time, we know that the product is working, the TG is very clear, the playbook is very clear, and from here, if you want to grow and reach the next level of audiences, it has to be offline. It has to be the tier 2 people who are also equally aspirational. So that's what we are really looking at, and that's why offline now.
Okay, so, yeah, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that we are just started offline, and 1,000 stores is actually just a starting number. But if you really look at it, India has millions of stores offline, and so it's just a start. And maybe in the next few years, we want to grow to much bigger numbers on offline.
Okay, and I believe, Pratik, offline sales are expected to contribute around 20% of overall business revenue.
Definitely, this year we are targeting about that number.
Okay,
and yeah.
And even as you deepen integrations with platforms like Swiggy, Instamart, Zepto, and Blinkit, like you mentioned, and you plan to scale to 2,000 dark stores from the current 1,000, does this kind of scale translate into profitability or just higher volumes?
So definitely, see, volume is a very important part of getting to profitability, because we once built the product, we built the brand, the technology, all the costs that we really load on to the current sale channels will get distributed as the volume increases onto other channels. So we are definitely looking at all these spends getting distributed on these other P&Ls, on the other channel P&Ls, which will lead us to profitability.
Oh, Pratik, your value-added categories, meal kits, protein bars, juices are scaling fast. So is Pluckk evolving into a branded food company rather than just a fresh produce player? And what new categories can we expect going forward?
So Pluckk has taken a very important, and I would say a brave step of branding fresh, because it was not easy to brand the fresh category. But having spent these few years on it, and I think that brand development has finally happened. So we definitely observe that the current meal kits categories, the juices, plant protein bars, are very important categories. What we are looking at in the future is something which is again very connected to the source, of ingredients and fruits and vegetables. For example, a clean label ketchup is something that we are launching. We are launching a few frozen fruits and vegetables. We are looking at dips categories where, again, the customer is looking for the freshness element. That's what they want to make at home every day, but they end up doing packaged foods. Yeah.
All right. So ketchups and dips to look forward to. But Pratik, you're betting big on AI as well, from pricing to demand forecasting. What tangible impact has it had on the business so far? And you say AI can cut costs by 20%. So where exactly are those savings coming from?
So, while AI has so many different use cases, the top three for us is one is the demand forecasting bit, where we end up like if we predict the right SKU to be sold in the right market at the right time, we end up saving a lot of food wastage. The second one is quality check. At every time, every day, we inbound millions of products, and every month we inbound millions of products, and when we do a quality check of that, it will it's if it is AI based, there's a lot of accuracy, there's a lot less labor required, so that's a huge cost saving over there. And the last one is very important, that we are able to spot the right ingredients, the right trends, the right health trends, to create the right product in one go and target it to the right customer. And that really saves a lot of marketing costs, a lot of CAC, because if you end up really creating the right product on one go, that's a huge saving as well on the business. Yeah.
Okay, Pratik, you're also now looking at international markets. What geographies are you targeting, and what will be your playbook? What's your edge outside India?
The most important edge outside India is that Pluckk is a brand coming from India, and it is clean label, so there is no hassle around getting this product cleared in other geographies, because it's not like we have something of it's not like we have less preservative or less sugar or less of something. We have absolutely 100% clean, and that's what makes Pluckk products acceptable not just in India but in almost all geographies outside India, whether it's Western markets, it's UK, US, UAE, KSA. And made in India is also very important, because India has a certain trust factor. It's an agricultural economy, so people know it's coming from the source. And also there's a cost of the reasonable cost of development leads into a better priced product end of the day. So made in India for the world is a real concept. And I think that Pluckk is a great example of that. And those are the geographies that we are looking at that I just mentioned.
All right. And we wish you the very best for that. Many thanks, Pratik, for joining us on Startup Street today.
Thanks a lot.